Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 31 Days of Cut Files with MK and Janet. Today we are using another file from Lori Whitlock, and this one is Discovering Nature, and I think this might be actually one of my favorite layouts this month. So I just like the way this one really turned out. So I am taking the cut file and I am going to spray it with some Dylusions shimmer spray in desert sand and in melted chocolate. So I'm just going for kind of a mottled brown look, but these are both shimmery, so they're going to be nice and sparkly and have a really nice texture to them. You'll see that in the close-ups. My shimmer spray, my desert sand is getting really low. It's one of my favorite colors, and so I'm having a hard time getting it to spray because every time I tip it, it doesn't, the spray is not at the bottom of the nozzle. There's just not that much left in it, so I was having a hard time. But I went ahead and sprayed it with some the melted chocolate as well, and I think it's such a beautiful color also. So those are the two colors of brown that I would recommend out of the Dylusion stuff. I just think they're both really gorgeous and shimmery, so lots of fun there. Now I am taking the inside of the letters and I am spraying those also. Those I am spraying with some Media Gloss spray from Dina Wakley in Aloe. Aloe is the name of the color. And those are a lot more opaque because it is an acrylic spray. And they're a little bit glossy as well. And I think they look really cool. I'm going for that light green color. It looks like I'm spraying it also with, I think, a little bit of sage. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that was a little bit of sage, just to give it a little bit more of a mottled look. And then going over it one more time with the aloe. I don't want it to be too mottled. I just want it to have a little bit of variation, and I think that looks really cool. Now the paper that I'm using is out of the 49 and Market Page Kit. The Page Kit, what is it called? Let's see here. It is, yeah, their basic page kit, I think is what it's called, or ultimate page kit. Ultimate page kit? Yeah, I think that's it. I bought the ultimate page kit and the cluster kit, and I've been playing with those. We are using this collection for Kit Conspiracy in November. MK and I are using it. But I've set aside all of the pieces that we're using that are in the kit that MK has been selling in her shop if you want to play along with Kit Conspiracy. And that's in November. So you have to order soon, though, because she has to pre-order. It's all a pre-order situation. So I had the cluster kit and the page kit, and I'm not using it to create the actual pages that were on the flip side of the paper. You can see on the flip side kind of everything they use, and then you can build it yourself. And I decided not to do that. I just wanted to use the embellishments and kind of do my own thing. And I found that it gives you quite a lot of options, and I'm really happy with it, because if you're looking for just like a sampling of a collection and you're not somebody who likes to follow instructions, I mean, if you want to follow instructions, that's really fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're somebody who just wants a random sampling of product and you don't really care about following instructions, ordering the cluster kit and the page kit, or one or the other, and then maybe just a few papers, is really quite nice, because you get quite a bit of stuff in there, and you don't have to use it like they say. You can use it however you want. So anyway, I am popping the words, or the inside of the letters, up onto some foam tape. I want to give a little height to the actual letters, but not to the actual outline of the letters. I think that would be really difficult to pop up on the foam. You'd have to cut it really thin, or have some thin foam on hand, which I do, but it's quite a lot to do, especially with the word discovering being so narrow. So I'm just popping the inside of the letters up, and the rest of it's going to be adhered directly to the background. And I like this paper because it's got the darker browns and the lighter browns, and I think it's really nice. And then I don't have to fight with anything that's on the other side or anything like that. It's just kind of a nice earthy look to it, which I think looks great with these photos. And speaking of the photos are the two girls that I take care of, and they are actually at my cabin with my husband and their dad, and they had a great time. And we have a lot of those pine cones. You can see the older one holding in the bottom right hand photo, and they had never seen pine cones so huge. They brought a bunch of them back to their house, and then they made bird feeders out of them by putting like peanut butter on them and bird seed, and had a good time doing that. But they had a lot of fun collecting them. We also had a bunch of wood up there. You can see the girls using it like a balance beam and just playing and having a good time in the great outdoors. So their dad does take them camping quite often, just himself and some of his other guy friends. They all take their kids camping, and the moms get the night off. Sometimes they just go for one night, sometimes they go for two, but the moms get the night off or the couple of days off, and that's kind of cool. So anyway, these little pieces here are just decorative borders, and I am using them at the bottom here. Those are all from they're probably from the page kit and rather than the cluster kit, but I don't really have details as to which one of them they are from, because I didn't really keep track. I just opened them up and threw them all together and started playing with them. If you're interested in that, though, if you go to YouTube and check out the unboxing or the reveal of the Nature Kit collection, I think the designer, I think it's designed by Katie Perdier or something like that. I'm not really 100% sure how you say her last name, but if you go and watch her unboxing, she goes through all of the products and you can see what's in it. So I recently did that before ordering a little bit more of another one of their collections, and just to see if it was going to be enough, rather than ordering all of the embellishment extras and laser cut elements. So yeah, anyway, the pine cones that I am putting on here are an older product from MK's shop. I'm not sure if they're still on her website or not, but they are the thicker MDF wood that she used to use. And I just think they look great on this layout. They come with those sprigs of pine needles, and I thought they were the perfect embellishment since they are collecting pine cones in that one photo. So I thought I'd go ahead and use that. I just think it came out really cute, and I love all the little layers and details. I also might think this might be my favorite because I love the photos, and I apologize that you can't see their faces. I have to cover them for privacy purposes, but they just look like they're having such a great time and enjoying the great outdoors and their time up at our property. So lots of little fun there. I do have some little word phrases here that I am popping up onto some foam because they are hanging off of that MDF wood, which is a little bit thick, and so the foam is just supporting the rest of the phrase as it veers off of the wood. And I'm just using foam from Walmart. It is adhesive backed on one side and not on the other. You do have to be careful if you're purchasing from Walmart that you get the one that is adhesive backed, because they also sell a craft foam that is not adhesive backed on either side. And you don't want to do that if you don't have to. Use the adhesive they supply if you can. The collection from Nature Study also comes with some bugs in it, so I'm adding some bugs because there's always bugs at our cabin. Doesn't matter where you go or what you do, there's bugs. And so I'm adding a few little bugs here and there, and I think that looks super cute. And I'm just using my Liquid Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere everything down. This glue is plenty strong enough to hold this wood. It also does a great job with acrylic. I've never had any problems with this glue, actually. And it doesn't really clog if you lay it on its side. That is the key. If you stand it up, it will clog because the air gets in the nozzle really easily and dries it out. But if you lay it on its side, the glue kind of comes to the front of the nozzle and it doesn't dry out. At least that's my theory. I don't know, but it works for me. And I've left it open for a good 45 minutes to an hour, like I'm working on an entire layout, and it just stays open to the side like that, and I've never had issues. Now, if you do have an older bottle, there is a possibility that the glue is thicker in the nozzle and in where the screw cap goes down. So if you pop the nozzle off, all you'd have to do is bend it over and it pops right out of where the threads are to screw the cap on. You'll see if it's thicker or not. If it's thicker, take that little thick plug of glue out. It's not clogged, it's just too thick to go through the nozzle. Well, I guess you would consider that clogged, but it's not a waste of your glue. Just pop it out, clean out the nozzle and the thicker glue, and then run the little nozzle under some warm water and stick it back in, and it'll be fine. You just have to take out what I'm considering the little plug of glue. So it's not completely dry or anything. It just gets thicker, and because, well, at least for me, I have a backlog of bottles of this glue because I use it so often. I buy it in kind of bulk and then it sits for a while. So I have had that happen. So if you're having trouble with it, try that and see if it works. Okay, off my little soapbox of that. I have now added some little twigs and little branches from the Nature Study collection. I think those are super cute. Adding to it, adding some more leaves as well. And I really like how it's turning out. Adding also a little tag down at the bottom that says go outside and play. And I think I'm going to add this green one up at the top that says live with nature or something to that effect. And I think those are perfect. I also really like this little, I don't know what it's called. It's a faux wooden tag. It's actually chipboard, but it looks like a wood grain, and it's got the heart in the center. And I think those are super cute. So I'm going to definitely try adding one of those as well. And then you can see I added a little bug right at the top or at the bottom right-hand corner of the bottom or of the right-hand photo. And then there's one in the upper left-hand area also. And I just think those are super cute. So go and check out what MK is doing over on her channel as well. And I recently put on my Instagram stories and Facebook stories that MK and I have a new class coming up in September. It is called Blank to Bold 2. We did Blank to Bold last year. This is the second edition, a little bit different format and a lot of fun. We're going to have 8 sessions live on Zoom. There's going to be 12 recorded videos. You get 6 sketches that are going to be used in multiple ways. So 4 different layouts for each sketch that we are going to show you how to do within those videos and those Zoom sessions. So all kinds of good stuff going on over there. You're going to get some recipes also on how to do some mixed media. It all starts with blank white paper, and we end up with an awesome layout at the end. So that comes out in September. It is available to purchase over at someassemblagerequired.com right now under the miscellaneous option, and if that's something you're interested in, you should go and check that out. I don't mean to make this a big sales spiel for you, but I know we haven't been really good about promoting it, so I wanted to mention it in a couple videos. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy this layout as much as I do. Thanks for spending time with me today. Don't forget you can leave comments and questions down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And if you enjoyed this one, hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to go and join the 31 Days of Cutfiles Facebook group if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit subscribe down below if you're not already subscribed to my channel. Again, thanks for spending time with me. I really appreciate it, you guys. I will be back again tomorrow with another video. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.